Hello everyone, it's Lindsay from the Vintage Button. Let me just bring myself in. So we are going to do some crafting that... Oh, I don't have a lot of charge. I was going to put a timer on. I don't think it's going to take very long. I've got my Bagpuss journal. Make sure you can see it. And I want to make some tags for the first page. And I want to sort of make the first page decorative. Okay, let's move some stuff. I definitely want to use these things because I'm going to make more than one tag. I need that. Don't need these images. I don't think I do. And we'll save them for others. Was we going to use that? Why are we going to use that as the beginning? Oh. No, I'll do that for something else. Okay, we're going to do what I originally thought. Always a thinking process. So we definitely want these bits. Let's put these bits behind. So I've basically taken the book apart now, like the inside bits apart. I've separated the first signature, certainly. Was it the last one? No, it was the second signature. I've kind of separated images off and sort of tipped them in. Nothing's been sewn together yet. Just to sort of spread the images out evenly. Yeah. Right, so I've got this, which is my February hopes and plans, and I want to make a tag that would become my thumbnail tag. So I do everything very low tech. I could go on Canva and make thumbnails, but I kind of don't want to be looking at screens very often, and I look at screens far too much. So this is my way of sort of not rebelling against that, but you know, combating that. So this one's going to get done during this time. This is the image that I've chosen, and it's Emily with Bagpuss, which is part of the character. If you don't know Bagpuss, it's a British TV programme made in the 70s that is very much definitely part of my childhood. I've got this lovely William Morris that's kind of, to me, it reads very 70s. It's a William Morris pattern, but sort of the orange and the pink, like the corally pink, reads very 70s to me. So we're going to use that. I'll put that down there. I've got my floating spine and everything here. Okay, I've got some napkins. I might get some paint out. I'll do some paint. Oh, it's much later than I normally do some crafting, just because the day, I'm going to take this out. The day ran away from me. I don't know if that happens to you, but it certainly happens to me. Okay, so let's just use the bits we're going to use. So let's put those bits there. Organise myself. If you didn't catch my February hopes and dreams, I'm going to be making a Bagpuss journal during February. It's just going to be one of the projects I do, and not every time, you know, like I'll keep revisiting it, but it's not going to be all the time. But I thought I wanted to make a start. Right, we need something to become the second tag. I've got that, or I've got that. What's that? Okay, we're going to have that. Both of these are like 100-year-old books that were falling apart. So we'll have this one, which was a English Victorian history of the British Isles. It didn't age well, we'll just say that. Kind of. If you were Scottish, I don't think you would enjoy it, or if you were Irish, you certainly wouldn't enjoy it. So we'll chop it up. Okay. Should we get some colour on our page? We're going to use napkins as well. Should I put the napkin down first and then add some colour? Yeah, let's do that. Close that up. So we want napkin on our tag. because I thought I quite like the idea. Oh, that works well. I'm not going to see the people on the coracles. The pretty land is the land in which we live. It is the land we now called England. I want you, this is like prehistory England they're doing there. You know, people who made Stonehenge and stuff. Okay. Right. So I'm thinking I want this on here, but I don't want. I don't necessarily want it to be like perfectly on. I want that old paper to come through too. So this is a napkin that I bought from Tesco, which is a local supermarket in the UK, and I think it was in the summertime. And it's just really good for like this sort of putting a layer on. Like I said, I think I've said before, it's like doing a washi sticker. Okay, so we have that. And then we can put some paint on if we feel the need. This is the picture. Oh yeah, she'll pop. I think we need to put some sandpaper. I don't think it's that shiny. Oh, so how have you been? I've had an alright day. I had a case management day, so it was like meetings in the morning and then clients in the afternoon, and it was alright. I was in my office yesterday for the first time, and it's actually a new office with a much bigger commute, but it was the first time we'd all been together for like 2 months. It was like before Christmas the last time we saw each other. So we all had a great time catching up, but you know, like when you feel really peopled out. I felt very peopled out. So I was quite glad to be back. And Miles had to go to his office today. So I was in the house all by myself, except for the cat. And obviously the people I've spoken to in the meetings, but they're not in my house. So it was a pleasant work day. I'm going to put some paint on and let that dry. Let's let that dry. Let's do this one. I want this to be like really bright. Again, this is a napkin from Tesco from last summer. Oh, I like that. Apologies about the phone. This is just PVA glue, which is like school glue. It's used in the building trade here in the UK. I think I've said that before. To sort of seal or size plastered walls, gypsum plastered walls. This is like old sort of board book, I think from like the 20s or 30s, children's books. Yeah, that must be my family chart. Let's go it off. There we go. Let's put that one to dry. There. Bring the other one back. I think we need a different paintbrush. What have we got paintbrush wise? This will do, because I just want to put colour on. Just check these brushes. Is there any here that I would like? Would that be better? That might be a bit better. I used to use gold. Oh, do we put gold on? I wasn't going to. I was kind of going to go with some sort of pinky colour, because he's very pink, and even though it would be the background, or a bit of green actually. Do you think a bit of green? What do we think? Thinking I want to cut those spindles out. I think a bit of green might work. Now, I'm very lazy and you shouldn't do this with your paint, but I'm just literally going to pour some water on the paint pan. Like a dirty green, I think. Where's that? I do have a metallic green in here. So I've got metallic greens there. I've got a metallic green here. Should we do metallic green? Right, is that really brassy, that colour? What's that one there? Oh, that's too minty. I am muttering to myself, I do apologise. That's a bit minty. Let's just do a big mix up. I want to get into watercolouring. I bought myself a lovely book actually. At Christmas, or it was just after Christmas, yeah, I think I would have a play with some watercolours and do some flowers and things, but I don't know, we'll have to see. I don't even know if I like this. Oh, I like that colour, that's better. Bit of zing. Can do a mixture of all of them. Yeah, being really quiet, not full of the chat. I've printed off, if you haven't seen it, go on my community tab. Have I put it? I don't think I've put the pictures on the community tab, but the video from yesterday was it yesterday or the day before? I can't remember. A vote for my next project, which will be a quick project. It'll almost be like a project in one video, or it might be two depending on how long things are. But I don't know what I'm doing down here. I'm going to cover it up, but it just felt right. What do I think? I think I want like gold, those type of things on it. Let's do that here. I don't have any water. Oh, actually that's a bit too much. I don't have any water in this room, or actually on this floor in my house. That's how old my house is, because it had limited plumbing when it was first built. And now we have very sort of limited plumbing in the house, only downstairs, so we have to make do with what we've got, which does mean making a mess. Don't want to put electric wires near water, that's not a good idea. Making a big mess. I've made a huge mess. I don't mind. I am naturally a messy crafter, so this is my process. Are you a tidy crafter, or are you messy? I'm messy. Always have been a bit messy. I like to be tidy though. I remember when I first met my husband, and he came to like I shared this townhouse with some friends in a commuter town just outside of London, and I had the large room. There's always like, you know, like the master suite basically, and I had it set up like it was like a little mini apartment because of how I could sort of put the bed behind some curtains, and then I had a little sofa and a little dining set. It was a very cute setup actually, but I did keep it very neat. It was like exceptionally neat. I think it's because I really enjoyed it. It was a nice place to be. So, okay. I come back and put a bit more gold. There's some bits of gold on there. What do I think? Do I like it? I mean, it is just a bit random. Let it dry. I've got the other one where we're just going to cut it up. Go, I'm not talking again, keep going quiet, do apologise. I don't know how much people like the chatter, or whether you just want the crafts, watching somebody craft, or do you want somebody to talk during crafts? It's always a tricky one, isn't it? Like, I suspect we probably all like different things at different times. Okay, so we have that. Now we've got that fabric. I think I need a strip of it, a little bit of it. Not a lot to do the tag. I've got a bit already cut off. This is beautiful. William Morris, but I can't remember who did it, so it did say William Morris Design, Fabric Freedom. It's heavier than a quilting fabric. I think I said before, I bought it to make a skirt like when Lily was a baby. And then I never made the skirt. I think it's because if I make clothes, I really feel like I should use my sewing machines, and I just don't like using my sewing machines. I tried to get into it, but it's just not me. I had somebody ask a question on my most popular video is a slow stitch video, and yeah, they sort of asked like, what is slow stitching? Is it just hand sewing? And I was like, well, yeah, it really is just hand sewing. Let's put that back a bit more. But it's also a bit more than that. So, oh, we've got this gold. I'll have that gold as well, because that's very gold for this. Gold for that. Yeah. Yeah, it's more than that. No, I think I've dropped my glue down here. My silicone glue, and I think it's the second time I've done it. This is why I need a bigger desk. If you see it, wave and cheer. I have dropped it. Apologies for me going hunting for my glue. I don't actually think this is the right glue even. Oh, it's a bit blocked. We will sort it. The little mice in Bagpuss sing a song going, "We are mice, we will fix it." So I'm being a mouse and I'm fixing it. I don't know if I could get copyrighted for that. I don't know. I am a bit bomb happy tired from yesterday, but also I didn't, and I don't know why, I didn't sleep very well the night before yesterday, and then last night this morning I woke up at what time was it? It was like 4 o'clock, and I tried to go back to sleep and I just couldn't, so I thought, well, get up, Lindsay. So I got up and then I tried to I made myself a cup of tea. The cat wanted feeding, so I fed him. Oh, actually that's a better size. And then I tried to just snooze, but Miles got up because it was his office day, so we needed to be out early. And I was just like, okay, I may as well get up and have a bath, get the day going. Which in the summer, I would actually feel quite energised by that, you know, because there's lots of light around. But I just felt, oh, all that day ahead of me. But then you sort of wake up again. But I do think I'm about to crash, so I'm going to make this video and then go to sleep. Hopefully for all night. I actually think it's my age why I'm not sleeping all the way through. That sort of perimenopausal. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Let's see where that's at. Still needs a bit more drying. So what are we going to call this? We're going to call it my Bagpuss journal, isn't it? Let's use this pen. So the pen, I've got myself some new Uniball Signo ones, which are really good gel pens, but they dry up. So I always put like a little bit of thread or something on whichever one I've started on. So let's do Bagpuss journal. Now I just sort of draw my writing. And I would not say I'm a great calligrapher. I don't do all the fancy swirly writing, the kind of cursive. It's like really fancy cursive. Go Bagpuss journal. I love a good white gel pen though. Let's make these letters really thick. Yeah. But if you didn't have a white gel pen, just do it in black, but do the same thing. Sort of draw your letters out rather than do writing. I think that's probably the best way to describe it. If you look at it as a drawing project rather than a writing project. And writing is just drawing, that's all it is really. Which I guess suggests some hope that we could all learn how to draw properly if we can learn how to write. I suspect there's a bit more to it than that. Okay. I'm going to put some little flourishes on my letters because, like I said, I don't do the fancy calligraphy, but I think how about a little dot or a little dash makes it just look better. Bagpuss journal. I'll put some stars on. I really like this napkin like that. Random stars. That's our Bagpuss. I think it's a Bagpuss tag, isn't it? Well, it's for the thumbnail. Let's just do a little white border and then I will put the white gel pen away for a moment. White border. Around the edge. And that's that one done really. So things can be really simple. They don't have to be overly complicated and still look quite good. Just put that bit of glue down. There we go. Put that to one side. Now we've got this one to do. I want to do some, I've got some of this washi now. I don't normally use washi. And this isn't actually washi, it's parcel tape. And it's completely plastic free. And so I got it after Christmas in a sale. When I went to visit my friends, well, actually Miles' friends, but when we all went to Farnham after we'd been up north, we went out shopping and I found this washi stuff and I thought, oh, I can use that, that'll be really handy. So I'm just going to strengthen, in fact I might have to strengthen the page we're going to use. I might get the paint back out. Do I want to do that? I don't need to. Just like some obvious repairing. Dry. Yeah. So we've got this, which is Bagpuss, and so let's not let this dry out. Emily, she sort of says this sort of little rhyme, and it's called Bagpuss dear Bagpuss. Do you know, I used to know it off by heart. My brain's gone. It's in there, but it starts off with Bagpuss dear Bagpuss. Basically, it's like a little spell she says to get him to wake up. So I am going to draw it out with my pencil. Go. Now we're going to do that in white, or we're going to do that in black. I think we'll stick with the white. I like it. I might do some pink. Oh, would the pink work actually? Got this bright pink. Have a look. What do I reckon? Could do a combination of the pink and the white. So this is a Posca pen. I don't really want that to stain. I can even go around it in the white. Now, I have broken one of my rules, which is you never do the first page first. But I figured whilst I was doing tags, if I really didn't like it, I just wouldn't have it on my first page. But normally, I don't do my first page first. There we go. I do think it needs to be outlined. Outlined in black or outlined in white? I think white, because he's white and pink, isn't he? Is it dry? This doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, I think it looks better when it's a bit not perfect. I've gone a bit mixed media. I wasn't expecting to do this, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It was just the right thing. See, it's not perfect there. It doesn't matter. That's why I like junk journaling, because it doesn't have to be perfect. It's almost like, I don't know if you was a child in the 80s, but remember on the 70s, I guess, bubble writing. It's just like that. You know me, I like my nostalgia. Go, nearly there. Have to concentrate, be quiet. Oh, I like that. I like that folding over. I think I'm going to put some gold around that picture, and I am definitely going to cut these out. I think the easiest way to do this sort of fussy cutting is to find a straight line and use that to sort of cut in, because you're going to stick the whole thing down. You're not going to notice that, but having this white disappear will be a good thing, she says. That's going to be very delicate. Okay. Let's just do around the outside in gold, just to sort of make it a bit magical. Again, does not have to be perfect. I'm not going for perfection. I think what we're going for is expression, isn't it? It's kind of expression, bit of serotonin, bit of relaxing. We're expressing ourselves. I'm actually thinking of using this. I need to make a journal for my mum, so I'm actually thinking of using this one as the one that I send up for my mum to use. But then that makes me think I need to get like a Spider-Man one for my little brother, and a rock climbing one for my older brother, and like sort of arty-farty English one for my younger sister. Because I was going to do it very generic, I still might do, and just keep this for myself. Put my own photographs of me when I was little in it. But it could be something that I use and then write questions for my mum to answer. I don't know. What do you think? Put that in the comments if you think I should make this into a memory book that I give to my mum to fill in. Or if you don't know what I'm on about, ask me. I want to make a book for each one of us. I'm one of 4 children. And I want to make a book for each one of us to have some of the many thousands of photographs that my parents took of us. Kind of like all sort of divided up by my mum, because she'll know there's like pictures that are very specific to each one of us. And if they like, we can have them reproduced so that some of them have got all of us in. But it's just sort of choosing the right ones. That's very different for me. You know, that is completely different from what I've done before, but I love it. Okay, I'm going to put some gold around the outside, and I'm going to put a bit of white around it as well. So, will this let me draw a nice line, or has it dried up the nib? I think that's what's happened with that. That doesn't matter. I've got some more nibs, but not today. What have we got here? We've got a new one. I want to put myself on a slow spend, no spend really, and just buy essentials like paper and ink and stamping ink, because I shouldn't really even need paint. I have so many paint palettes and tubes of paint. Oh, now are you a brush? Let's see, shall we? I think you are a brush. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that really is nice. That feels lovely. Even the little girl looks like me when I was little. Not the little girl in real life, but the drawing little girl looks like me when I was little. So I kind of got lots of nostalgia vibes. Little borders like this, I think it just lifts things. Let's just clean that nib. Go. That's it. Now, do we want to put a tab on it? I don't think we do. I think we've got enough. What about something on the side? No, I think we're done. I like it when you just get to a place where you're done, although we're not quite. I'm going to put this in here, aren't we? Do we want to do anything to here? The back doesn't have to go. Do you want to use this tape to strengthen this very, very old paper? If I didn't have the tape, I would just glue a piece of paper on or a bit of that fabric. But I'm just thinking a bit of that tape will go a long way. I did get another colour, so there was like a white one with little black drawing outlines of flowers and leaves. They weren't very Christmassy, I quite liked it really. Okay, so that's going to go there. What about if we put the fabric? Oh, I like that idea. Idea a lot. Why am I struggling with these little scissors? Yeah, here we go. And then we'll be done. So well done if you got to this end. I am having a giveaway. It'll end at the end of February, and the giveaway is for our box of vintage button goodness. So we'll have things that I make. I'll show you very quickly at the end. This is a part of my Bagpuss journal. I love it. That's set the tone for the journal now. I can use my paints to make bright colours and blend these images. Because I was thinking, how am I going to blend the images? Because like in the little series, the 70s vibe and the Victoriana thing blends perfectly because it's of its time, like it's authentic. I'm like, how do I do that? And I think that's done it. And I've got all my nice, like, kind of bright markers, and that paint palette's quite good as well. That'll do. That will do, donkey. So, my first thing for my Bagpuss journal. I hope you like it. Let's have a look at the little box of vintage button joy that's overflowing. It will all fit in. I just need to make it organised. So this is it. It's a recycled chocolate box that's been completely covered. So if there's any allergies to chocolate, you're alright. If you've got an allergy to cats, perhaps not, because there's a little bit of our Dodger in everything. It's got a handmade journal that's been made out of a cardboard box and some fabric samples. We've got a vintage it's not a handkerchief, it's a napkin, and that was from the, oh, it's made in Japan, I didn't notice that. That was from the little vintage barn, well, it wasn't little actually, it was two Elizabethan barn, very old, in Farnham in Surrey. I got some Victorian letters. It's a packet with buttons and yo-yos and vintage goodness. Packet with some of that gold trim that we've used today. It's got some of that in it. A tag that I've made. A paper measuring thing. This is a pin cushion that we made in a video. We haven't done, I don't think we've done covered paper clips. I'll have to go back through. But it's a covered paper clip. Sewing book. My most popular video on YouTube still is how to make a slow stitch sewing book. So that's in a nod to that. There is some little badges in there too. This is a petal journal. I would like you to go and vote on the community tab, or there's a video going through, it's like a flip through of 3 different types of journals, and for you to choose a type, and so far the petal journal is in the lead for me to do for my first design team project. So there we go. And it's just a bundle of my slow fussy cut bits and pieces, antique cards. There's all kinds of bits and pieces in there for you to have a little rummage through, have and enjoy. I will see if I could put some other bits and pieces in there too. But I think that's a nice little box of vintage button goodness that could be yours, and what you need to do is like this video, be subscribed, comment on the video, share the video, share the channel, and let me know where you've shared it to. I just would like my little channel to grow, and I'd also like to give back to you, so it's kind of win-win really. And I hope you've enjoyed it. I think if you've stuck through, I don't even know how long this will be until I've switched the camera off. Well done. But I've really enjoyed my little mixed media bag puss thing. There are a few things I think I could have done better, but I'm alright with it. It works for me. Let me know what you think. Have you done anything like this before? Sort of cut a book up and try to blend it and make your own spread again? I think it's a really nice way to do things. I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. What day is tomorrow? It's Thursday, so there may not be a video tomorrow, but there will be one on Friday, hopefully, Saturday and Sunday. Alright then, lovely peoples, I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.